Land of the rising sun, John Divine, my originality. Land of the rising sun, Biafra. Land of the rising sun, Biafra. My home, my fatherland, Biafra. Land of the rising sun, Biafra. My home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup to them enter. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left out where we got. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I know Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. From Father Isaac. Descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My fatherland. My originality.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to Kabiyama who asked us to come. Not by our own might, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of people's power.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial masters, criminal masters. I'm a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar. Brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason line, for us to coexist together. land of confusion. Describe it as oil and the water that can never mix. Planted the cabals, them representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of them Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayoy, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My home, my fatherland. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Oh, sweet home, my fatherland. I believe in Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Yes, there was a country before the game. Yeah, my home, my fatherland. Yes, it's a reality. Biafra is a reality. My originality.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, for the avoidance of doubt, a live broadcast on this very fateful day, the 9th day of the month of August, the year of Chukwu Kikabema 2019, an unusual 1 hour behind schedule. Honestly, it's unbelievable. But Pekin will say, Mama no go sleep, he no go sleep. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. And Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Maziuchi Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Maziuchi Okafor is the man who simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, Prince of Afari Ibeku. Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. He simply say, since you people don't want to talk, I will talk. And now we are talking. And by the grace of Chukwu Kikabema, I am George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. And me, I say Facebook and other network providing services and anything you call yourself, shut down your server. If not, we will do now VG with you. You try and cut me off. And then I will continue. And then we continue. From continuing to continuing, you will not make your money. We will not pass our message. It's the same thing, 50-50. Like I said before, I was being frustrated for 1 hour. I told you, in IPOB, as a Biafran, if you think you are fighting against flesh, the Yoruba pastor told you, you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but only principality, only power, and wicked spirit in the heavenly place. Then you need help. For Biafrans wrestle against both flesh and blood, both technology, both data bundle, both network providing services, both Nigerian government, both Fulani headsmen, both Miatiala, both Boko Haram, both terrorist nations who want oil, both Amisun and Yoshin and Yama. We wrestle against everything known to man and even unknown. But in the end, they will understand that as free men, we will bloody all of them to the end. This is Radio Biafra extra for the avoidance of doubt. But we give all the glory to the Almighty Creator. Yoruba sitting behind Zugabyte, Facebook, and other, mene, in their mind of mine. Let's frustrate them. You are joking. You are joking. For even what we have in mind to do to all of you, 100 lifetime is not enough for us. And why should we be in a hurry? But let it be on record. Freedom is the only language we understand. It is freedom that has brought us here. And it is freedom that will take us home. Anyị na-aja gị mma ịmakwa n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o ịmakwa n'inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Today, I feel what David felt when he said, why do the nation range? Why must the heathen conspire against the Lord and his people? Saying, come, let us bring them to asunder and put them in chain. But they lie, because he who sits in heaven, he will laugh at them, and in his host displeasure, he will visit them. Look at all of you. Are you not ashamed? Facebook cut me off. Are you not ashamed? There is a purpose for everything. But the more you frustrate us, the further we will go. Today, I understand why late Buhari said that when they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was carrying sophisticated weapon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was carrying sophisticated weapon. Today, tonight, I understand it. Don't bother. If you are hearing me, I know. If you are not hearing me, I know. Whatever platform you have been cut off, I know. Because this is a sophisticator according to Buhari Nduoshi. This is a sophisticator platform. And the gospel must be disseminated. Nigeria will wish one day they never delayed their death up to this moment. Our leader appearance in Israel, the message was simple. Nigeria will bleed shame and disgrace. And most of you don't know yet. Today, I believe for the first time that this platform is actually sophisticated Nduoshi. But of course, the gospel this night must move. Those who will hear, will hear. And those who will not hear, will not hear. Freedom is our language. Freedom is the only thing we understand. We don't want to conquer Yoruba Hausa. We don't want to conquer Yoruba Hausa. I will allow Buhari to talk before I continue my message. Let's hear from Buhari. Because it's important. So people understand what we are here to do. Your Buhari, let Buhari talk to us.
One more question, please. I understand you're the breadwinner of your family.
I'm hearing this allegation for the first time. And I know it is the work of those agents who want to tarnish my name and my image so that I cannot run for the second time. But to God first, one lie. I've never in anywhere engaged myself in any competition of winning bread. So as for those who claim I'm a breadwinner, where they saw me winning bread, in fact, do I need to win bread to feed my family? I am a honorable member. Do they know how much I earn as a salary? Apart from the Ghana must go gifts, the last bread in my house now was the last bread I sent a lady to shop right market. So I'm going straight to the court of judiciary or whatever to make sure that I sue them. Thank you.
That is exactly how the president of Nigeria behave. Simply, are you the breadwinner? Now he's going to call judiciary. Buhari, give us your certificate. He has called Britain. Theresa May has come. David Cameron has come. Maybe America is going to call, or China, to defend his certificate. Are you a breadwinner? Only there is problem. He's going to call National House of Assembly. Most of you will not understand, but those who will understand in the end. The earlier you wake up as a Biafran, the better for you. You can't imagine the level of stupidity and baboozing they are doing to us. And you're okay, let's gonna be calm, We'll go ahead to our topic this morning. It is simple. Some of the issues Nigeria will never discuss nor address. There are certain things Nigerians don't want to talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, do you think they are going to address it? And then you have to skip it. You know, when you go to YouTube, you see some, when you are playing the video of your choice. Before YouTube will give you the video of your choice, or while you are playing the video of your choice, they will just project nonsense for you. Something you just don't want to see. But I'm happy they are fair enough, because they will not ask you, skip. So it's just choice. If you don't like what they projected to you, what do? You hit the button, skip. Most of us have been speaking important issue that concerns us as a people. But whether you skip the first video or not, they will still bring nonsense for you later on and still ask you to skip. How long are we going to be skipping? There are issues Nigerians don't want to discuss. The moment you project them, they will show you the button, skip. You skip. You were 50 years, you skip. 70 years, you skip. 110 years, you speak. You skip. And so 120 years, you won't even know the button of skipping. Because that time your children will be wearing you pampers if you ever get there. So how many lifetime do we have? And now there are issues they don't want to talk. It's a no-go area. Don't go there, don't go there. It's in territorial integrity. It is our one Nigeria. Don't touch it, don't touch it. Hey, no. We will touch all of them. Our topic, like I said, remain. Some of the issues Nigeria will never discuss nor address. There are certain areas that are considered no-go area. This area happens to be, or rather become, the very pillar of injustice in Nigeria. They will never allow you to ask any question about those issues. And those issues must not be addressed. They say, no, you can't address it. It's a no-go area. Certain issues in Nigeria, those issues they don't want to address become the very pillar of injustice. So anybody coming to get involved in Nigeria, you say, okay, let's just forget about it. You know, we're going to move forward. We're not going to move forward anywhere. We got to look into all those matters. Because the last time I checked, the greatest problem of Nigerian terrorist state is that whenever a problem comes up, the department the problem is emanating from, they come to you and say, don't worry, we are on top of the matter. You cannot be on top of any matter and think you have solution to it. You do not need to be on top of matter. You need to be at the bottom of the matter. Those of you who can swim, if there is a problem, you don't solve the problem from above the water. You must go beneath the water. Whenever I just say, oh, we are on top of the matter, it shows how stupid they are. You don't need to be on top of any matter. You get below the matter. That is why our life is different. Because while you are busy, they will ask you, yeah, Mazi, what are you doing about that matter? I say, don't worry, I'm on top of the matter. You are a fool. You can't solve any problem by being on top. Yes, I hope you have looked into the matter. Yes, we are in charge. We are on top of. You do not be on top of matter. You go be on the bottom of the matter. Nigerian greatest problem is that they want to let the world know, oh, we are on top of the matter. What are you doing about IPOB? Don't worry, we can handle them. We are on top of the matter. What about the issue of Boko Haram? Don't worry, we can handle them. We are on top of the matter. Always on top of the matter. How will you know what is going on beneath the water? Where the real problem is. Nothing kills a man on top of the water. It kills the man beneath the water. And I hope Biafra nation will fight for. Will not be solving matter on top in the nearest future. You go to the bottom and solve the problem. This issue, hey, it's Nigeria. Don't talk it. Oh. No. Don't talk it. You want to die, they will kill you. Oh. And so we didn't say anything. Our fathers did not say, but did they not continue the killing? But of course, tonight you should know what these issues are. Number one on the list is the origin of one Nigeria. An amalgamation. What grammar will I use for it? Amalgamation theory. Nigeria is running from the truth. Fulani will tell you, oh, God created Nigeria. But one thing Fulani will not tell you is which of the God. Because we have many gods. Of course, if you are Igbo Biafra, you will understand what I'm saying. Chukwebuka, Ebuka. Ebuka, plenty God. So you ask the full animal, which of the God? Is it the God of China? Is it the God of India? Is it the God of America? Is it the God of Malaysia? Is it the God of Saudi Arabia? Is it the God of Nigeria? Is it the God of Ogomo? Which of the God created Nigeria? Now there is issue. They will say, don't say about it, don't say about it. Fulani will say, no, it's Allah. Allah created Nigeria. But I don't know Allah. How can Allah create me? Because even in 100 lifetime in hellfire, Allah will never receive a praise for me without apology. And now you begin to get the message. But this issue of the creation of Nigeria and the theory of amalgamation, as far as Nigeria is concerned, don't go there. At least China and Japan, it will tell you their history, how they built a wall to defend their territory. And in 100 years' time, the war was invaded more than 10 times. Not because it was not strong enough, but because they were corrupt individuals in China or Japan. They will tell you the history, how they were influenced by the Western West, like America and China and England, or Britain as they call themselves. And then it led to a war, a massive war between the Chinese and the Japan, which gave birth to the Somaran war you hear about. The Chinese people dealt with the Chinas. They will tell you how what happened in Hiroshima, how they defended their life with their blood. They will tell you the story how they served America for 100 years to get the technology they can be proud of today. They tell their children where they are coming from. And they tell you as a politician, you dare steal our money, hang yourself with the ceiling fan in your office, or jump down from the skyscraper. They spell it out. And then the next generation of Chinese and Japanese are very disciplined. Go and open your internet. Listen to news coming from China or Chinese or Korean nation. But let me stop with China and Chinese. You hardly hear about corruption. You listen to news coming from China or Japan. What you hear is, oh, they just converted Indomie to electronics. Oh, they just discovered that with TomTom, you can hack every satellite. Good news. Tune to America. You'll be hearing quarrel between Democrat and crackhead. Or maybe along the line, they will tell you, if you try, we will intimidate you. Of course. Go to London. Go to Britain. The only news you hear from their news is these IPOB people, they are trying us. We will show them that we are the real terrorists among all the nation. Just sample all of them. Then go to Saudi Arabia. You'll be hearing their infidel. We will cut off their head and intimidate them. Then come to Africa. You see our women are naked dancing on social media. Baby Oko, baby Oko, baby Oko, baby Oko, Ndioshi. If it's not baby Oko, you begin to hear them say, Fulani headsmen, they only kill 3,000. Anyway, tomorrow we pray they kill only 4,000. You know, as the day goes, your A increase and they have to kill more to satisfy, you know. It's Nigeria, don't worry, God is faithful. Then one Yoruba pastor will say, I curse you, Fulani headsmen. I curse you, Boko. It's a lie. You don't curse any of them. You stop them. You confront them. These are issues they don't want to discuss about. Anyway, when you are not happy, call my line, text me message, tell me where to meet you. I will meet you there and show you how stupid you are. There are certain issues you don't talk about. As far as it is Nigerian British government company, you don't talk about it. But this is the beginning of their doom because it's their destiny. Ask them, how did Nigeria come about? They will say, God fall from heaven. Sorry, it's Allah. Because I've never seen any Christian who claimed that Jesus Christ created Nigeria, or Holy Ghost, or Jehovah, or Elohim. Elohim didn't create Nigeria. If Elohim did, then he's not my God, because Elohim is my God. But Muslims will always tell you, oh, Allah created it, you know, let's give Allah the praise. Yoruba on Facebook caught me, Zugabad caught me. I'm not happy. I need to have more than 10 brokers this evening. Let's break the record. He don't talk about this issue. It's like they know what is coming this time. And then, let's cut him off. Let's But you don't talk about it. Who created Nigeria? This amalgamation, who are these people who amalgamated the amalgamation? Then I say, oh, Nnamdi Azikiwe is there. Obafemi Awolowo is there. What do they call these terrorists? Is it Ahmadu Bello? or Tafawa Balewa, all of them were there. But how old were these people in 1914? And then somebody was lying to our father before now, amalgamation is 100 years, and after 100 years, everybody can go their way. But it's over 100 years now. It's 109 years now, and we are still shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. But you come and talk about it as a Nigeria, they say, no, you don't talk it. You want them to kill you. Hey, shut up. Shh. Somebody should ask Nigeria, why is it that the history of Nigeria and the amalgamation issue theory is a no-go area in Nigeria? Maybe you begin to get the truth. America will tell you how they started, how British rape murdered them. They will even tell you how the Caucasian destroyed the Tarasitators, the Red Indians. They will tell you how they brought black chimpanzee, as they call us, into their land. They will tell you how Jamaica came about, how Liberia came about. They will tell you about the Igbo land, and now we know this truth. Are they not fair enough? Every country in the world will tell you, nation I mean, how they got there. I've never listened to or watched any documentary program as fascinating as that of Americans. It is titled How We Got Here. How We Got Here. When I watched that documentary program, I watched it over and over and over and over in years. Americans are sincere enough to tell you that without Soviet Union, there is nothing like America. Soviet Union, who actually helped Hausa Fulani and British government to kill the generation of Biafra between 1967 and 1970, actually fought Americans, humiliated Americans. But Americans knew the truth. You have to stand up for your right. And so when Soviet Union go to the moon, America go to the moon. When they go to the sun, America go to the sun. Even though America cannot go to the sun, they go to the sun on social media. After all, it's Nigeria not tying road on social media. Go to Facebook. Now they have built second Niger bridge in the ocean. No, go to second Niger bridge. Every road in Niger Delta is tied. So if you can't even build it openly, normal life, build it on social media. Road na road. Whether social media or media social, road na road. After all, witchcraft or aircraft, all of them are craft. You enter plane, you land for Moritola Mohammed International Airport. Now aircraft, I enter witchcraft, I land for banana tree where they for my father backyard. Now aircraft, all of us don't craft. Yoshi. There are certain things you don't discuss in Nigeria. British will not allow you. Fulanis will not allow you. Number 2. The procedure of allocating oil well to individuals. And why was that procedure not applicable in other natural resources in Nigeria? Go and look at all the oil well in Biafra land, both the one in Anambra State, both the one in Kogi State, both the one in Imo State, both the one in Abia State, down to our Niger Delta we are so proud of. All of them belong to our Safulani. The issue now is, what is the procedure of allocating oil well? You don't dare talk about it. If it's not Hausa Fulani, it is Yoruba. Although there are some criminal individuals of Biafra who actually have percentage, but at least more than 90% belong to Hausa Fulani and Yoruba. What is the yardstick? What is the criteria? How did they allocate this oil well for them? Who did they consult? Edwin Clark now is crying, when you want to do contract, please remember Benema Oye. Benema Oye is our son of Niger Delta now. He had the capacity to do what Shell is doing now. Please now, remember Benema Oye now. But these are issues you don't discuss. I was with my sister today. She's going to do her NYC any moment from now. And she was like, brother, help me now. I want to go to Anambra State to serve. I said, why Anambra? He said, oh, they are paying them 5,000. That is why I want to go to Anambra. Thank God. Who is even giving them 5,000 in Anambra? And I say, you're supposed to tell me, brother, I want to go and serve in Shell, in Chevron, in Eni, in Saipan, Mobile, Texaco. He said, brother, those one have been allocated to people who owns Nigeria. I said, who owns Nigeria? He said, Fulani now. Now go and look at them. All of them, they cannot even spell their name. Ask Erufai to come and spell his name. Not to talk of Buhari. But share her prepared document for them. Anyway, it's a no-go area. So let's not go there. So who sold this oil to them? Okay, there is oil in Niger Delta, but yet there is gold, silver, and all down precious stones in the north. Why is the resources they are making from the north and the Yoruba land? We heard about the issue of Modakeke and Ife crisis. It was all because of gold in Yoruba land. Why are they not trending Yoruba Gota media? Why is BBC not talking about it? The only oil in Biafra land, they must kill us for it. It's a no-go area. Don't talk about it, oh. I'm not talking about it, oh. I'm just gossiping. Please, it's a secret. Nyushi. Criminals everywhere. Number 3. What was the basis of acceptance of 1999 Constitution as a general law that bound us as a nation? And look at people, I watch them. They say, the Constitution of Nigeria as amended the 1999 Constitution. Who wrote it? You bring out the Salami Abubakar. Let me ask you 3 questions for people in kindergarten. If Abdul Salami Abubakar does answer them, I will hang myself. No, they deceive. British government through the back door give us law. They gave it to one Fulani gate man. And then Adi Salami came out, all of you, where you thought they said to you, and they say, don't talk about it. You can't say about it because you have been indicted. All of you have law for Biafra. All Biafra have law for Biafra. But many of you cannot be able to come out because you have indicted yourself. You have eaten the Adam's apple. So when I look at genuine intellectuals, learned colleagues, brothers and sisters, professional in different field of endeavor, subscribing to 1999 fraudulent Constitution of Nigeria. And then I know there is hope for chimpanzee, monkeys and babu in the forest than anybody that calls himself in Nigeria. We don't wake up one day, somebody come and say, oh, we the people of Nigeria, we the people of Nigeria. I read an article online, open letter to one of our sisters. I don't want to mention her name because I will kill her before her time. Somebody wrote to her, why don't you stop doing this and doing that? He said, no, we must negotiate the terms of Biafra. We can't just sit down and let one man decide Biafra for us. It must be negotiated. They must consult us. Of course, tonight I pass a message to you. When it comes to Biafra nation, everybody will be consulted. Whatever you do after that is left for you. But sometimes I begin to wonder, where were people like this woman who did not answer these Nigerian terrorists? Who did they consult to make the so-called fraudulent document or constitution or decree of 1999? According to the Constitution as amended, according to the Constitution of Nigeria as adjusted, according to the Constitution of Nigeria as juxtaposed, according to the Constitution of Nigerian Tesco System, Blood and Ajedu Nigeria. Because when you follow their English to English, they see that your standard is very high. They will push you to Senegal or they push you to somewhere they speak French. If you doubt what I'm saying, go and ask ECOWAS court. Why did they move the court between Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Nigerian terrorist state to French Republic in Africa? And now how many years on? We are trying to transcribe the statement from Anglophone to Francophone. They are not going area. Don't talk about it. We go to number 4. Why are they afraid of referendum? Atiku become a Nigerian by referendum. Let Buhari become a Nigerian by referendum. Many countries or people who claim to be Nigerian from the north, they became Nigerian by referendum. Now we want to exit Nigerian by referendum. They are afraid. But yet you are hearing Brit exit. Referendum is good for Brit and maybe other Igbo country, but it's not good for us. It's a no-go area. Don't talk about referendum. Ndushi. When I say Ndushi, for the avoidance of that, those of you who don't understand what Ndushi mean, I mean they are criminals, armed robbers, terrorists they are. Number 5. Why is the Fulani desperate to occupy the hem of affair in every department, even when they are incompetent? It's obvious. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Fulani terrorists. Magistrate General of Nigeria, Fulani terrorists. Aberu, even in Oshodioke, Fulani terrorists. Why are the Fulani so desperate to occupy every position in Nigeria? It's a no-go area. It's unbelievable. What do they call the IG of police? Come and read it later. Or how do they call it? Is it later or something they wrote for you? The English escaped me anyway. Anywhere they need IG of police. They say, come and read it. You begin to hear transmission, transmitter, transmission. I mean, transmission, transmitter. Transmission. If they did not stop him that day, all the transformer in Nigeria would have gone. No, don't talk it to. It's IGO. He will track you, criminals. If I were the one, now some of you are analyzing my English. You say they are not learned, you know, Madinanica is not learned, you speak Queen. But you have not said anything about transmission, transmitter, transfusion. And yet there is another one who says he's a professor, a man of God, Osibanjo Yoruba. And most of you have forgotten the very thing they write for you. Come and read it. I mean, your Yoruba intellectual. This issue you don't talk about. How dare you talk about it? Maguna is busy getting everybody. He's busy recovering from Fronto. Ordinary common men came to Magu, EFCC Oga. I say, what is this structure of EFCC? Oga on top, Magu. He said, our structure big well. Our structure big well. We are trying to build 4 bedroom attached to 20 bedroom, make 3 lobby. In fact, it's going to be big well. That is Oga on top. But yet, they are Yoga. Are we talking about civil defense? She was interviewed and they say, what is your website? He said, our website, I can't give you now because if I give you now, our Oga can change it again. So later we can give you, but for now I can't give you. He don't know what is website. And the journalist said, do you mean you can't give us your website? But it's supposed to be for public. He said, no. This one, until our Oga say it, you can't give it to you. This is the chairman of Nigerian defense. What do they call that? Civil defense. Globally. And when the journalists push and say, okay, since you are insisting now, I will give you our website is www. Then put civil defense. Just put civil defense. Yes, he will see us there. But he say no go area. Don't talk about it. The question is, why is Fulani terrorists so desperate to occupy every position? Head of artillery, Fulani terrorists. Head of Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists. Head of Air Force, Fulani terrorists. Head of Navy, Fulani terrorists. Head of looters, Fulani terrorists. Head of fasters, Fulani terrorists. Head of Muslims, Fulani terrorists. Don't begin to mention anything, Fulani terrorists. As far as it's Nigeria, British government, Fulani terrorists. But don't go there, please. Number 6. Why is the Yoruba so comfortable with the corruption and injustice and every other evil that comes along with the name One Nigeria? Yorubas are not there. All of a sudden, they are receiving their salary. And then they say, oh, you cannot arrest this our son. He actually is a revolutionist. He cannot arrest this one. Yoruba all of a sudden, 10%. Ask yourself, why are Yoruba so comfortable with One Nigeria? Nobody is as comfortable with One Nigeria than the Yoruba. They have their 10%, or you were 10%. Tata Nofre, 10%. National House of Assembly, 10%. Looting and kidnapping, 10%. Ritualists and others, 10%. Yeah, why? Have you asked yourself, why are Yoruba so comfortable with One Nigeria, even though Kwara have been taken from them, even though the Bible they parade more than 80% of them are Muslims already, loyal to Allah. But yeah, they are comfortable. Have you ever asked yourself? Well, you say, no, it's a hate speech. It's a hate speech. You don't go there, it's a hate speech. It's a hate speech. Have you ever wondered These are no-go area for, when it comes to Nigeria, some area are no-go area. You don't just have to talk about it because they're going to come for you. Look at number 7. Why is it that the Biafrans appears to always be discontented with the zoo called Nigeria? Honestly, we're not satisfied with Nigeria. We are discontented. We are not happy with Nigeria. Ask yourself, why? But of course, if you want to get the answer, how can it be that we are the intellectuals? How can we be that we are the opinion model? How can we be that we are the original NGO? How can we be that we own the resources? How can we be that the Nigerian zoo feed on our blood? How can it be that British government feed on the misery of our people? And yet we are relegated to the background, and you want us to be contented. How can we be that we are the people that are called after the name of God, but yet a Muslim is the one taking us to heaven? How can it be that? Now you know why we are not content. But you won't ask this thing. Yes, oh, they are greedy. Oh, yeah, they are asking too much. Oh, after all, we will give them second. If you like, give us second heaven. If you like, give us second heaven. But our desire can never be satisfied. Only the restoration of Biafra will change everything. Number 8. These are no-go area. Why does it look as if it's impossible for Nigerian commando to apprehend single Boko Haram? But on daily basis, they are killing Biafrans. They are hunting down our youth in the guise of cultism and kidnapper. So many Nigerian army will face firing squad. Why? They are running for Boko Haram. Of course, the Fulanis and the British government know how to, they are their master planner. In the morning, they wake up. Yes, Chukumoko, President Sir, go and fight Boko Haram. Yes, Ike Chukunamane, go and fight Boko Haram. Yes, they will now mention Tamano, all of them Biafra, go and fight Boko Haram. The people will come out as brave Biafran soldiers they are, serving Nigerian army. Yes, give us ammunition to fight Boko Haram. Then another Sharia law will come. Yes, because of the United Nations Constitution, Boko Haram, our brothers, you cannot fight them with AK-47 or grenade. So you carry penknife and koboko. These are Biafran formidable soldiers. And they will say, no, we can't do that. We will sentence you to firing squad. Inshallah. How can you not defend one Nigeria? They are slaughtering you. They are slaughtering you. But I hope you will understand. But this same army running for Boko Haram, once it's Niger Delta, you know they are commandos. You see Brutai, who has not washed his teeth since he was born. Yes, according to United Nations, we will not tolerate any criminal element, but you are the criminal element. No, don't say it, don't say it. They will kill you, Yoshi. We didn't choose the day we were born. Certainly, we will choose how we will die and the day we will die. So pack your motto. According to United Nations standard, we have engaged them in Toto Tororo, Yoshi. Number 9. Why is the Nigerian state afraid to discuss the issue of poverty and insecurity and the future of the country? Most of you don't know. When you talk about insecurity, when you talk about poverty rate, they are afraid. Why is Nigeria afraid to talk about poverty rate? Because British government told them, for these old cargoes to remain in power, they must impoverish me and you. I think I listened to a video online, and the person was actually making sense. He said, okay, it was TB Joshua, Yoruba pastor. God told him that Nigeria must carry the youth along. And he said, I'm a youth. Everybody started laughing. Do you know my community youth is 70 years? My maternal home, their youth president is 110 years. When will George Onyibe be a youth president in the Oshi? But you don't talk about it, don't talk about it. It is evil, it's a sin in the Oshi. I challenge you, give me the age of your youth president. It's pathetic. Chibuke Amechi, sorry, did I say Chibuke terrorist? No. Onyeso Wike, we have regard for you. River State Governor, we'll continue having regard for you. But for you to shut down youth organization in River State, your children will pay for it later. Onye so wike, you were once Agberu, somewhere around Wimpy. The youth help you to become who you are today. Today, because you are afraid of tomorrow, Wiki, you are saying, oh, every youth organization in River State is prescribed. You lie. But of course, we are happy because this is the prescription. If you know Chibuike Amechi, tell him to leave youth alone. Actually, I'm a landlord in Atali. Atali is before Elimbu. It's in River State. There is a king there. He made sure he crippled Atali community. Atali community don't have youth. The day you gather to discuss the way forward, this man will call Elimbu police to arrest all of them. Atali today is backward. Elimbu now preside over Atali. You will never hear of Atali. Wike, you will not do that. Neither will any governor do that. You do that on the expense of your comfort, because all of us in Biafra land will come for you. Don't say you're Niger Delta or Delta Niger. So I'm not Southeast, according to Nigerian record. I am Niger Delta. You come for me. You will know we are ready for all of you. Of course, you prescribe IPOB. You prescribe, what do they call them, Shiite. We can now want to prescribe Ikwere youth, or is it Kalabari youth? Then who again? We will prescribe Reverend Father. Everybody will be prescribed. No. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. It looks impossible. Why are they afraid to discuss the issue of insecurity? They are the one who gave gun to youth to go and help them enter office. Like I said earlier, I own a house in Atali. In fact, within that region where my house is, I am the first person that built house there. It was during all the late time. I won't go further there. But that bush, government of the day were building terrorists, turning Ikwere youth to terrorists to put them in power. Today, they are all old men. Most of them initiated plan that hunted those youth down. You don't use us and dump us. You can't. We know the truth now. Wiki, stop prescribing Ikwere youth. Don't join the league of evil men, because we will judge all of you. You don't know. Of course, we can know. We can know that Ikwere people, about 45 to 55% of Ikwere people come from Delta State. We can know. When you say you are from Obio, do Ikwere answer Obio? Does Ikwere answer Akpo? Cross River Niger, you see a community known as Obio. Go to Abo, Orogodo, where I come from. There is a Catholic street there. The street opposite the Catholic church belongs to Akpo family. But you don't know, because Elechi Martin told you, having collected money, that you come from Benin. So you will go to Benin. Very soon you will go to Yoruba. From Yoruba, you will claim you are from Benin Republic in the Oshi. You think we are here to joke? Wake up now before it's too late. These are no go area. Oh, did I even say so? Sorry, I didn't say so. Sorry, it's a mistake. Slip of tongue in the Oshi. Number 10. Why was IPOB prescribed? And why is it becoming a norm in Nigeria that everybody is now being prescribed? Very soon we will prescribe Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, Road Safety, National Union of Road Transport Workers, barristers and solicitors, doctors and teachers. We will prescribe all of you. You were jumping up and down. Oh, yes, IPOB have been prescribed. Oh, we are happy. We will prescribe Redeem Church. We will prescribe Winners Chapel, Mountain of Fire, Muhammad Allah. All of you will be prescribed. Is it not one Nigeria? Don't worry, we are not in a hurry. Oh, he who laughs last, laugh the best. I was watching online. Yes, we are very happy. They have to prescribe IPOB. Why will IPOB ask for freedom? We love slavery. It's okay. So why will you fight for security? We love insecurity. Everybody will be prescribed. Don't worry. He just started. Mama. Yoruba and Gota Media, Facebook, all of you cut me off. I need to start all over again. And don't worry, we may do it in the next morning. Stop by 8:10 until our leader comes on air. We are not in a hurry anyway. Please, when you don't have data, call, make call now. Tell them to send you data, because the journey has just begun. The The day these questions are answered sincerely, that very day will be the end of Nigeria. These questions I have just pointed out, these issues I have just pointed out, you don't discuss about it in Nigeria. But let me tell you one secret. Please don't tell them that I said so. The day they will sincerely answer this question, that will be the end of Nigeria. It's like when we say, if Biafra is not free, Africa will be going backward and backward and backward and backward. I didn't say so. I will be back in a minute. Africa will never be free until Biafra is free. I didn't say so. I'll be back in a minute.
Reading from Biafran's Got Talent.
Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, no. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, yo. They are playing on your intelligence, life full of pretense. They are playing on your intelligence. They are playing on your intelligence. Their life full of pretense. Everything is diligent. Oh, so every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up, Africa. So every black man stand. So every black man for your right. Black man, freedom for Africa. Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that, Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that.
We have been in this bondage for decades now. Oh,
For decades now,
they gave us their culture. They colonize our people with guns and bullets.
guns and bullets.
Biafra is our hope now.
Is our hope now.
Biafra is the hope of Africa.
So every black man stand up for your right. Wherever you are, stand up, Africa. So every black man has to stand up for your right. Freedom for Africa, Africa, freedom for Africa. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here.
Yes, sir. At this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. And those of you who are looking for how to join IPOB, wherever you are bold across the globe, whether you live in hellfire or in heaven, anywhere, upland, river line, bottom line, please send a message. Send your data to Radio Biafra Extra WhatsApp, which is 070-815-456. Give me your name, give me your location, give me your phone number, and I tell you a coordinator will be there to attend to you. You can send to the direct line, but honestly, it will delay. The faster you send to the WhatsApp, the better. Please tell people who are looking for how to join IPOB. We are everywhere. You have Biafrans in hellfire. Most people don't know that Lucifer deputy is Igbo man. You don't know. And the Gabriel deputy is Igbo man. All set, Yana. And so Aizuru came here, dear mama. Our lines are open and you're free to call it. I may not be taking much call tonight, but then I still have to take call. I'm just challenging Facebook and other, Nigerian individuals to tell them we are not in a hurry anyway. Are you there, caller on the line?
That's Onyibe.
Yes, monitoring spirit. Don't quote the Bible for me here, or I will cut you off. Yes, monitoring spirit.
That's right, all over the world. Ala Biafra. Anya m nọ n'elu na-ele Chukwu okike abịama na-agwa ụnọ okwu a taa wee kee enu ntị Biafra amaka ezigbo obodo ọma ihe Chukwu okike abịama Biafra amaka anyị enweghị obodo ọzọ onwedụkwa. Number 1. 2. Dede Nnamdi Kanu tụlọwụ nna ya na-enye Biafra onwede onye ọzọ. Onye ọbụla nọ na Amerịka isi iso na IPOB n'isoro ị ga-achọkwa n'iso ga-ehapụ na egide alọta n'ala Biafra. Ma ọ bụrụ na nso dị na ha adị m eji asụsụ eluigwe agwa ụlọ okwu n'abalị a. Ụlọ ga-emere ihe interpret ọcha biznes anyị dara n'ụwa ịzụ ahịa. I owe no apology to anybody. Trust I know what I ochetikwa ọha nwati na ofu ukwu ọfọ ihe ọnụ etikọ ọha. Esi m na Biafra eto ọfọ nwa ọnụ etikọ ọha. N'ihi na anyị si n'ofu ukwu onye ọbụla ga-agarịrị aja aha na anyị ga-ama otu anyị si nọrọ n'ala Biafra. N'ihi na onye na-achị ya ọnya anyị tara n'aha chi onye na-ebi Dede Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Chukwu okike abịama nna ya dị Kanu owu egbe eluigwe Amadioha.
Thank you very much, monitoring spirit. Just be brief because my time has been spent. A lot of people are on the line. He may explain.
2 minutes can say Trump, I was in America. London, Britain, I was in Britain. In our Taya was her, in the Yoruba was her, in our woman Biafra. I had to what the church, it is there, what I do, in the Nabuno Kubahu. To go to Kata, but Kim, your German, Yakum, Abu Kunama Kundam, Abu one, you can't come no from. Every time I am an ala. I don't like you. You the margin of my good and on that. I didn't to tower. I was about every just for that. More. Mama said, that not the color of any original and I would work. I would also look funny too. I would have been funny too. I want to only the color of apology.
Monitoring spirit, thank you. Thank you, monitoring spirit, thank you. Monitoring spirit, thank you. Ndewo. Honestly, we do not have enough time tonight, so when you call in, just try and be brief. I understand. I talked to actually a sister this evening. I said, why are you doing this? He said, the spirit, I was led by the spirit. You now see the spirit of Biafra is leading all of us. All set, Yana. Please, when the spirit of Biafra lead you, do not forget that the spirit of a prophet is subjected to a prophet. Hadia Amama, use wisdom, but God will help us. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, Mazoni, are you talking
Please,
to me?
yes, of course, I'm talking to you because of time. Let's try and hit the nail on the head. Go ahead, please, the word is listening. Go ahead, the word is listening.
Okay. Well, thank you for your topic. You know, and you have said it all. But let me make a contribution in one thing that get me. It's like, I don't want to say get me mad, because if I get mad, you won't hear about Wike anymore. What is wrong? What is this I'm hearing about Wike is trying to do in River State?
Youth have been proscribed in River State. They don't want youth to gather again. But if youth did not gather, how did Wike get there? If youth don't gather, how will the Biafran youth gather? Now, this is the information they don't want you to know. Africa and Nigeria is the highest growing population in the world. Nigeria is the most advanced growing population in the world. And it is amazing that this population that put Nigeria ahead of the fastest growing community in the whole world are children between the ages of 30 to 4 years. And they are telling you that these people cannot agitate for their rights. They want to rechange the history. No, we will not agree. Listen to what I have just said. The whole world, Africa is the growing fastest population. And that country in Africa is Nigeria. And I know it is the Biafran nation. The highest growing population of Homo sapien on the face of the planet Earth, as we speak on this very fateful day, the 9th of August, the year of Chukwu Kikabiama, approximately 10 minutes or some minutes after the hour of 11. Nigerians have the highest growing population, and this population are our children. Our children, they say they should not gather to reason together because they want to be able to turn our lions to Turkey. It will not work for them. Go ahead, please.
The talk is over. They know. Both the British, all of them, they know the game is over. So why I'm calling this night is because of Wike.
Just advise him. He cannot consign or confine the youth of Ikwere or Kalabari or Kereka.
Who make Wike they were in the grace? What in the world all of them say?
Just send a message to him and leave him. Just send a message to him and leave him. In the due process, we will make them understand that there is a difference between madness and crazy.
2014 to 2015 to 2016, before the election, without the youth, you won't be there.
No, when election come, they will now incorporate them. When election come, they incorporate us. After election, they prescribe us. Yoshi. Thank you.
Because one of my brother told me, I said, when I talk, I'm not go here. I get no temper. Make when I go there, this one.
Yeah, of course, he's hearing.
Let us understand what is going on. But
thank you very much.
If you are against us, we will be against you.
It doesn't matter who they are. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
We must continue. Ohi Biafra. Agwo Turumbi, are you there? Agwo Turumbi.
Hey, I'm here.
Yes. Shapali.
Okay. Yeah, I got. Yeah. My name is the office. I got from here.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name see the man. Okay, for the see one for my Kadacho market in Jabba. The more province of Biafra land. My respect to Hamadiko members of Oshugupeza and all the leadership of IPOBs all over the world. Mazi, when we talk, people say we are being fanatic or we are being insultive. I just want to advise we love him too much. We should resent that his decision immediately, because we don't want Mazi. We are going through a lot of things, and
Awusa are empowering Boko Haram. Awusa are empowering Boko Haram, Fulani Hesme, Miati Allah. And then somebody who is a hopeless animal anywhere in Biafra land will say, oh, we are prescribing the youth. Is he mad? Is that person mad? Is that person mad? Do they want us to tell them the story of their life? Wike don't know that I'm the one that handles some of the contracts in maintenance of his father's house. You are prescribing who? All of you get angry and enter underground for us. We know we are waiting for you to come underground. Fulanis are empowering every lunatic and criminal around Africa to come and undo us. You are trying to cripple the youth in River State. Who exactly are you going to cripple? Is it Ogoni? Is it Andone? Don't make mistake. Just leave the youth alone. Or you want me to give you the name of many communities that have been crippled because their hopeless political monarch has empowered or crippled the youth? SAS or DSS, go and demolish down my bungalow.
Oh my God.
Nonsense people. Because I'm not going to live there anyway. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, Mazi, do you know what it is? I don't think this our governors in the Eastern region. I don't know what is wrong with them.
Do
you know that all the governors in the north, all of them are paying their dues, all of them are paying their money to this Boko Haram, to this herdsmen. They are paying their money authoritatively, Mazi. I'm not missing word. They are paying their dues. They are doing what they ought to do. They are supporting these people. But our governors, Mazi, this is not a good news for us, because Wike is a person. It's just like when alien is coming to do what we don't like. This is the man we had in high esteem. We respect him. Please, we are still begging. Let him rescind that decision. Let him not go further.
He must.
We love him. We respect him. We suffered for him. He tried as a man. Yeah, we love him too much. I don't want to go far. This is not a good news for us today, but we are only pleading that he will decide his decision immediately and encourage our youth. We need them. We need them. What kind of the one who say hypocrite? I think
hypocrite. That is what we are talking about. They are trying to pretend. I took time and listened to people. Listen, I took time today to listen to that news. They opened the line and say, Wike has prescribed any youth in River State. He don't want to hear about youth organization. They are terrorists. What is your opinion?
What is happening?
And they brought a lawyer, a charge and bail lawyer in their studio. And one of the charge and bail lawyer argued blindly and say, after all, these youth are organized illegally and they should be disbanded illegally, because the other lawyer actually asked, when Wike is prescribing Ikwere or Emoha youth or Kalabari youth or any youth, Andoni youth, Ogoni youth, is he doing it in a through judicial process? Of course, Wike is a lawyer. We know what we are talking about. And then those who were paid to launder the image of stupidity said actually youth organizations are formed illegally, and as such, the governor have the right to disband them illegally. And so they first of all admit that the governor is disbanding them illegally. But actually, who is normal that will actually prescribe a youth? Without the youth, who will clear the road that leads to our farm? Without the youth, who will checkmate all these Fulani men? Somebody who knows Wike should tell him. If he need me to come to Brick House, I will come and see him. But he has no right to do such. Yes, he changed Liberation Stadium to terrorist Yakubu Gowon Stadium. It's okay. It's politics of appeasement. It's okay. Okowa can't even do that. Okowa mother will chop shit if Okowa mess with us. We know Okowa is a cattle bearer. It doesn't matter who you are. Niger Delta, Niger. I am a Niger Delta. I am a Niger Delta until Nigerians decide to divide us again and call me upland Delta or lower land Delta. Until then, I am a Niger Delta. And of course, I have access to more hidden truth about Biafran people, even more than the upland Delta or Niger Delta or riverine Delta. Our people are the bats of the animal kingdom when it comes to the zoo called Nigeria. We are the bats. We move in the day and in the night. People don't know what they need to know. When the time comes for them to know, they will know. But position yourself where you will not regret for all eternity. Hey, I prescribe Ikwere youth. Or are you telling me, oh, I prescribe Karabari youth? Come, go and we'll retrieve that statement in Joshi.
These people are weak, Mazi, but then, I don't know, Mazi, please, Mazi, you have to let them know that every day, more than 50 of our boys are being mowed down.
No, they are not prescribing food and
50 of our men every day. Our boys are dying every day. What have we done? They kill our boys at random. It's like just we said they kill. Dump anywhere they like. People are missing. Kill him. He cannot do something. Then they don't want to. Oh my God. Please let me drop it here. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line? Good morning. Sorry, good evening from here. Don't mind me. But is it a man or a woman?
A man.
This line is for female. The reason I have to ask you that question is that I know we have one ago wine. Whenever she calls, her voice is just like that of a man. No man should call the female line because I will not entertain it. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah, Michael Onyibe. Good
evening, my brother. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel Anyanwu. I'm calling from Aba. My brother, I want to tell the whole world that what our leader made us to know is truth. Are you?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. So, as our leader made us to know that anybody that serves Nigeria will come out with shame. Anybody who serves Nigeria will come out with shame. That person is just luck. Because to my own private belief, I said that anybody that serves Nigeria, Nigeria must surely kill the person. Somebody like Njoko, Colonel Njoko, during Nigerian Civil War. Somebody like Isaac Boro. Somebody like King Serewowa. Somebody like this one where they killed 1985 for Delegiwa. So somebody like something like in Nigeria and the Cameroon Bakassi Peninsula. You see all these things is people who work under Nigeria. Later Nigeria will kill them. I could remember what happened during the time of Sani Abacha. Is it not Nigeria, this Cameroon, that Bakassi Peninsula, to occupy in order to come and kill us? But later what happened? Nigerian army killed Cameroon army. I don't know what they will do this time around, because I believe that one has gone. The same thing that happened to Cameroon. It has come
Thank
again.
you very much. Thank you very much. We must continue.
Okay.
We do not have much time this evening. You call, hit the nail on the head. There are issues that you don't venture talk about. When it comes to the Nigerian state, don't talk about it. No. Don't talk about it. You want to provoke them. But of course, that is what we want now. They're killing our people indiscriminately, because certainly they want to provoke us to premature action. But we are happy because the pair of light is not in their hand. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, good evening, Ada.
Yes.
Ada, lower your radio. Our women, when this continue, Wednesday, Thursday, I will now forget about the women line. Our women are stronger than this the last time I checked. I don't understand all of a sudden. Our women are not coordinated any longer. I will stop the women line if this continue. Is it the 3 naira data or network you cannot listen to your radio? The last time I checked, our women are stronger than that. I have a mother. My mother is a woman. She's a no-nonsense woman, very disciplined woman. If I could will her to be my daughter, I will do that. Because they listen to radio. When you know hear my voice, oh, credit it, don't they go, credit it, don't they go. When they kill you, credit is not useful to you any longer in your grief. But if it's Yoruba women or Hausa women that are calling our female line, I will find out later. How can a Biafran woman be behaving like a Yoruba woman or Hausa woman? Don't call my program if your head is not intact. Hello. You are listening to your radio to hear your voice. Did you call your radio? Somebody says, oh, be polite, be polite. I hope Fulani herdsmen and Miati Allah are being polite. Don't call this line if you are not ready to coordinate yourself. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good evening.
Good evening from here.
My name is Onyibe, and I just want to speak out. Our governor in Igbocha here has touched me. 2009, he's a foolish younger one or the other one called Amechi, prescribed technically, let me use useless language, technically prescribed all the youth in River State and made us, most of us, to go back to the village when he stopped Okada. And these are the youths who killed him and took them to that seat. And now he has repeated his own, technically again, like the useless language of the Hausa Fulanis. Sir, I am telling Wike this night that after today, if he did not renounce that, I'll realize that he has eaten.
He has a choice to make. If he like, let him prescribe a mama and a papa. He has a choice to make. You know, the most stupid human being is, the day I become stupid is the day I will come and say, oh, don't you know I'm Abo, man? Don't you know I'm Abo, man? He can't touch my Abo. Abo is not my own. No. I'm just an individual in Abo. That is why when I see some hopeless people say, who told you see Ben Nine? Do you know Nine? Do you know your father? Tomorrow now we can say, hey, how but leave them, not be done with they talk about. Let's just go back to the issue of no go area when it comes to the issue called Nigeria.
No problem, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. We are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. Anybody do anyhow, then see anyhow. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Mazi.
Yes, good evening.
I'm here, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mazi Onyibe. It's Rabbi Charles on the line here.
Yes, go ahead.
You. How are you, sir?
Very fine, my brother.
Very good. I greet Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and freedom lovers around the world. Mazi Onyibe, I'm speaking from a very reliable intelligence that our people, young men and young women, some are being killed at random in different parts of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. And I do not know I cannot say what next, but their main agenda is to reduce the male population for a reason. And you know the reason, I know the reason. I am not coming here on air to kind of make a prediction, but through experience I can say what might be next if care is not taken. It is very good that we are doing what we are doing, but the reason why we are doing what we are doing is because of Biafra and the people in Biafra. We should not forget that. If anything goes contrary or the killing goes to a certain level, it might affect the people over there. We have to do everything. Okay.
Go ahead, Rabbi Charles. I was not talking to you.
Yes. Well, thank you, sir. So if I look at what is going on with this with our direction, I am not going to question anything, but I do have a voice to say, like any other person, like the previous scholar who called and mentioned that of a very good, reliable intelligence that the people, the Western people dealing on the resources of Biafra are scared. They are very worried what is going to happen next. So they are providing these zoo people because killing is their business to do these things. So now the first thing I'm doing everything silently. Nobody knows what each other is doing. But if it should come to a time when our people, when we will begin to look into setting up de facto government immediately. I cannot deal on arms. I cannot, let me call a spade a spade. I cannot deal on arms when we are not in that level. If we are in that level, anybody can go and acquire firearm. We can arm ourselves. If we do it without that, they might think we are terrorists. But if we have that, for those listeners to keep listening, if we have that, anybody, I personally can arm myself, and my group or any group, anybody, we can arm ourselves to defend our land. The killing of this Wike is, remember, everybody we are praising him, and I don't praise anybody, but Wike is operating on Nigerian constitution. So in a certain degree, Wike will down Nigerian government. Wike, he can defect from that system and empower his youth to defend his state and the entire Biafran land. He has. And Wike can. Am I coming out clear, sir?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. There may be distortion, but go ahead. The world is listening.
Yes, am I coming out clear? There was an interruption.
I said go ahead.
Is it okay?
Go ahead. Forget about any other thing.
Okay,
if
good.
You're not coming
so
out fine,
regardless of how
off.
Wike has been, he's been a good man. I don't, no question about that. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is this: this network.
I have told you, ignore the network. Be saying what you are saying. If you are not in order,
yes.
I will cut you off myself. As far as I did not say anything, you go ahead and say what you want to say.
Can I continue? Oh man, the network.
You see, when you become too knowledgeable, you lose the basic scope of life. I have told you before now that you are coming out.
The network is epileptic. Can I continue, sir?
What you are asking me now is almost some minutes different between me and you. Stop listening to your radio and focus on your phone. I'm not that patient. You will wait till you hear this thing before you will talk. You must have lost 2 minutes. Our people should understand. You didn't not call the radio. You called your phone. Focus on your phone. And we'll be the one to tell you that you are not connecting. You will be the one. Your network, your data is reading, your credit is counting, your money you're being spent. I will tell you, oh, we've lost this caller. Until then, talk what you want to talk and leave the rest, my brother. Can you hear me, caller? Go ahead. Good evening, ma. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
My regard to my Nnamdi Kanu. I respect my deputy leader, Uchemefo. I respect all the IPOB principal officers, both home and abroad. May God Almighty continually to bless them forever and ever. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. I want to talk a little bit of what you are saying this night concerning the youth in River State that was prescribed. I have learned my lessons from what Boko Haram is doing. Since ever Jonathan assumed office, the Northerners released the mad men, mad boys, mad youth in their zone, in their territory, in their state against Jonathan. These are the people they use against Jonathan. I've learned how not to kill my mad person. Any person I have as a madman, please, I will not kill him. One man said he won't kill a madman in his house. Supposedly, somebody from another town releases his own madness. He will now open door for his own madman to attack him. I'm addressing to Governor Wike my special regards to him. I'm telling him not to kill any madman in his compound, in his family, within his territory, in case some other person from far will come and kill his own, so that he'll be able to defend him. This is all I have to say this night.
Thank you.
May God bless all of us.
Thank you. That is a wonderful. You see. I personally, I love Wike with passion. I love everything about him. But one thing I will not take from even my father, you don't play politics with the next generation of Biafra. What have we lived for? What have we lived for? You want to please one Satan of Sokoto or Miati Allah, and so you become relevant. You are our own. You are our own. You are our own. If you don't want to be our own, we send you to Sambisa Forest in Diara. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? There, are you there?
Yes, Onyibe. Are you talking to me?
Of course. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good morning, Biafrans, and good night, Biafrans. May Chuko come and bless each and every one of you. My name is Pastor Thomas Oliver Petrus. I'm the principal servant of IPOB Staten Island, New York. In regards to what you are saying concerning Wike, that means he's trying to go for the Senate, because every time you start praising them, talking about the good things they are doing, then the Fulani Caliphate will come and buy them over. And this is exactly what is happening. But Wike himself should realize that without the youth, he wouldn't have been in the...
Without the youth, who is Wike? Without the youth, who is a Biafran? Without the youth, who is Mazen and the Kano? Without the youth, who is Uchemefo? These are the people we reference, not to talk of cheap governor, 10%, in fact, 2% governor. Who the hell are they? Without the youth, who is a Biafran? The highest growing population of Homo sapiens on the face of the planet Earth as we speak is Nigeria. And narrow it down, they are Biafrans, which means between 7 years to 30 years of Biafran people, they are number all other Homo sapiens on the face of the planet Earth. And somebody's trying to lock us up. It's not possible for any of them. In vain, their backo cast the child circle at our feet. For we are Biafrans calling for the first and the repeated time. We will not wait for gold and cowrie, for palm oil nor oil well. Go ahead,
So in regards to what I'm saying, he is preparing himself to go for Senate. And in order for him to do it, he has to yield with the Fulani Caliphate. And now he thinks that he can be able to subdue the youths and be able to render them useless by not allowing anyone to assemble. Well, these are the plans of the British people, and these are the plans of most and major of the oil companies residing in Biafra land. Again, like what you said, I understand, even though the Bible says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That is a Confucian statement that said, and that is the reason why if somebody in Biafra land happen to fall and die, maybe through heart attack, they will say, oh, it's the brother or the uncle or the nephew, in order to divert their attention, not to actually seek the reason while that person fell and died. We are fighting against flesh and blood. The people who
against Facebook, we are fighting against WhatsApp. There is nobody. We are fighting against everything fightable. Go ahead, please.
The people that are killing us, they are not spirit. They are human beings. They are flesh and blood. The people that are raping our brothers, our mother, our sisters, they are flesh and blood. They are not spirit. So in order for someone to come and tell me we are not fighting against flesh and blood, those are just an idea that the colonial master used to circumvent and brainwash us. But we will not accept that and we will not adhere to it. So what I have to say to every Biafran, wherever you are, you see what is going on. Any person like our leader, Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu, said that any person that comes up to represent your interest, the Fulani Caliphate will come and bar that person up. Now it's getting to wicked. We don't know who is going to be next. But wherever you are, if you are a Biafran, do your possible best.
Thank you very much.
What is going to happen? In all everybody's house. Because when the rain falls, it doesn't fall on one man house top. When the rain falls, it falls on everybody's house top. Everybody. So whatever you are doing, you have to come out. Even though you bring your families to any part of the world, but realize no matter where you are, if you are in America, if you are in Europe or Australia, wherever you might be, that's not your home. One day the indigene will tell you, oh, you are a black monkey. Even like us who is residing here in America, we are not living here by choice. We are living here because there is nothing else we can do. They drove us out of our country to this very damn place that we are in. So all Biafrans, wherever you are, try your possible best to support this to be in our fatherland. So I encourage all Biafrans, especially in New York, wherever you are, try and join the family of IPOB in New York City or in New York State. Because we have to go home. God bless you, Mazi. God bless you. I appreciate all what you're doing. May God be with you.
You see, we must continue. All hey Biafra. Our people must remain focused. We are not going anywhere, and that is the gospel truth. Are you there, caller? Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm Rabbi Charles once again.
Yes, so Rabbi Charles, focus on your phone and stop listening to your radio.
I don't listen to radio.
I will be the person that will tell you that you are off. Forget about what they are doing. Mazi, you are a knowledgeable man, and I know you are above that. But what I'm trying to say is whether it is clear on your side or not, just go ahead. I'm the one streaming you live. Okay. If I notice there is problem, I will cut you off and bring you back again myself. But if you continue asking questions because of some distorting noise you may be getting from your end, it could be as a result of me trying to charge the phone to keep the power on. You may never know. So that is just it. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Okay, good. Thank you. I heard you. I'm not a new caller. I just they indicate it was indicating on my system.
I just said so.
I heard you. Okay, good, sir. What I'm trying to say is that in continuation with what I was saying before this thing happened, what I'm saying is that I respect Wike as a governor and so far, but what is going on the killing is not only in River State. The killings are going on in different parts of Biafran land. Systematic killings, disappearance. People are disappearing. They don't know where they are. For a couple of days and weeks, they haven't found them. And some of them have been abducted. So when this thing, as in Igbo adage, they say, it might not be a premature war, but it can be a kind of deterrent or self-defense. But in order to do that, there are some certain things that need to be done by the authority, and that thing can I believe any knowledgeable person in this struggle will know exactly where I'm going. In order for those youth to be empowered,
to defend our territories. If they keep on killing them, when the time comes, if it is not premature, when the mature time comes, are the old men going to do the job? The youth are needed to do the job.
With the size of Wike's stomach, he can't even run for half a kilometer. When DSS attacked him to kill him down, when they arrested one Yoruba judge, and Wike went to defend that Yoruba judge that night, without the youth around Wike, DSS will bring him down. Maybe he has forgotten, but we'll keep reminding them. Our eyes is on all of them. It doesn't matter who they are. Yoruba, Wosawa, Nigeria, our eye is with all of them. They easily forgot where they are coming from.
Look at, I'm not saying, look at, I know from history, we began before Ambazonian. Ambazonians, we started before them. You don't just go there, mess up, and come back alive. So let it be. Every time, the situation can dictate the direction where the struggle will be going. When the thing is intensifying, we can't just fold our hands. Men can't fold their hands. I may have the capability to go for arms, but the authority will ask me, on what ground do I need it for? And if that thing is well prepared, I can get what I'm looking for. I can give it to those down there to do the job effectively. I will destroy them from international level. What are they talking about? What are they saying? Haven't I been in the struggle before? I'm getting upset with what I'm seeing. I don't like it anymore.
Don't get upset.
Mama, thank you very much.
Thank you. Of course. Don't get upset. We understand how you feel. We keep our anger for the raining day. Because it's going to rain, man. It's going to rain. Everybody will bear witness. Are you there, caller on the line?
Okay, look, I need the radio from.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, from which one? From
Are you going to go ahead, or you want me to tell you the meaning of my father's name?
Okay, I come from Eshom.
Go ahead, please.
I need it now.
Your problem is that you are listening to your radio. These are the same people say, give us all that, give us all that. If you don't say that, you're not saying ordinary phone, you can't deal with it. You want to hear my voice. Did you call your radio? And I know, let me speak English. Are you there, caller on the line?
Okay. Hello, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, please. If you will move away from your radio. If you will move away from your radio, it will be fine. But if you don't move away, I will still cut you off. Bushmeat everywhere. Are these people Yoruba people? Are Wasa people? Because no genuine Biafran behave like this. No genuine Biafran behave that way. You are listening to your radio. Did you call your radio? Dial your radio number and listen to your radio. When you dial my number, you focus on your phone. You know how many here? Hello. You want to hear your voice on radio. Enjoy it while it lasts. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Judge Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Yeah, okay. Good evening, morning, and afternoon, everybody around the world. I remain Mother Abuchi Okechukwu from Obeledu in Anambra State. Anambra State is in Biafra land. Judge Onyibe, I'm very angry. I listen to you both morning and afternoon, every time, but I'm very angry. What is going on? I'm telling you, and I support you in any way you talk to them because they deserve that. I didn't want to be giving, if that I will, if I can be able to put words in your mouth, how you will be abusing them.
My
Judge
brother,
Onyibe,
my brother, if as a holy man of God that I am, I'm talking to them like this. Imagine when I was in a sinner.
Judge.
They should thank
George,
God.
if you see me, everybody around me knows that. George Onyibe, I am the deputy coordinator. I haven't explained myself. Deputy coordinator in South Africa, Port Elizabeth. And here again in Mozambique, because I come to do business, I'm with my families here too. They know I am extremely angry. I can't say that may God bless you. You're already blessed, because if I tell you may God bless you, your cup will full. The blessing will be poured on the ground. So please, just fire them. Don't mind these people whereby we tell you, use polite word by foot until they give us our Biafra. That is where they will see the gentleman in you, I know. So thank you, and may God bless you. I'm very angry. I don't even know what to say again. I'm very angry or what is happening. Okay. Good night,
Thank you
please.
very much, my brother. We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah, hello, Mazi George. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Biafra.
Go ahead, please. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Yeah, my name is Godwin Biafra. I'm calling from Ababia State. Hello, Mazi George. Yeah, I just want to comment on Wiki. Yeah, no matter how Wiki try that you want to prescribe the youth, he's just joking. It's like Wiki did not have male children. He wants to prescribe the youth. He's also going to prescribe his own children too. Not only the youth, because his children are also born, so they are the youth. So if you say he wanted to prescribe the youth, make sure that he's going to prescribe his own children also. And Mazi George, I just want to comment on Nigerian Boko Haram terrorist army. The way they are parading themselves, killing our brothers and sisters here in Aba. Mazi George, when they killed that young man some days ago, I heard some people saying that Nigerian army. No, I just want to correct one impression there. The zoo, Nigeria, did not have army anymore. That's one thing people did not know. All the so-called army, Boko Haram have consumed them. Now, Boko Haram have killed all Nigerian army. Now, everybody we are seeing parading themselves, dancing like animal in the shape of human beings, are not Nigerian army. All those men are circumcised Boko Haram. They just send them here to kill our people, to destroy the Biafrans. Mazi George, please, no matter how they kill us, we should just endure. Let them be killing us, but when the right time comes, when we dance on them, that adage that they say if two elephants fight, the grass will suffer. The grass, they will suffer. Suffer where they go suffer, they don't go see stand. Because Biafrans, when it comes to stubborn, we are good, but we are stubborn.
Thank you
so
very
I just
much.
want to please all those uncircumcised idiots that call themselves police or whatever they call themselves.
Thank
they should rethink, because they are killing us now. They should not think that we are fools. Never. We are not fools, because when the time comes, they will not have the leg to run. Mazi George, oh hey Biafra.
Oh hey Biafra. Hopefully we are coming close to the end of this program. Facebook by now understand that we are not controlled by time and space. If I want to continue like this, the same people who will listen will listen. The same people who will be informed will be informed. The same people who love what you are doing will love what you are doing. But of course, it's a free word. Yoruba Onguta Media knows that I wanted them to cut me off 100 times, and I wanted to reconnect till tomorrow morning. But they are not cutting me off any longer. I will take this last call, and then we disengage. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
My name is Chiva. I'm from Imo State, Biafra. Now, I'm calling from Istanbul, Turkey.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Now, I want to thank you for your good work. you are doing for me, Biafrans. I say, may God bless you in the name of Jesus. Onyibe, hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Hello. Okay, sir.
My brother,
hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead. This is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. I must appreciate those of you who were able to call in. Sincere apology to those who have been calling. You are not able to make it. Tomorrow is another day. We don't have enemy. We do not intend to have any. We just want our freedom. And our freedom is what we will get in the end. There is no two ways about it. Don't stand in our way. You are free to be a spectator. It's okay. You want to stand in our way, you are manyanabo, anyanyamanabo, or banyanama, or ubi or igwe. Hand will touch you. Eka kakpato no geru. Eka kakpato no. Nuheba huebumba. Uno manene wata abamba. Wata abamba. Unu eti timpu. Wata abamba. Good night.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
You can't take away what God has brought for us. You can't take my life and say it's all over. The pain is in my heart. You killed us. Why you try to take my life? Why? This goes out to all the Biafran kids who were starved to death by the Nigerian government. By the Nigerian government for no reason. I say forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Nigeria must pay for this because we will not only remember the words of our enemy, but also the silence of our friends. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Oh, oh, oh.
Biafra was in the beginning, and Biafra has no end. A people of courage, of strong heart and spirit, who will not be punished, who cannot be oppressed, who will continue to fight until they hold freedom in their hands. Long live Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. God bless our leader, Master Namkana. God bless our supreme leader, Master Onyibe. God bless Biafra. God bless my country.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing.
This is from Biafra's Got Talent.